Halo, Mr. Dias.
Hello.
Mr. Dias, are you ready
Yeah, inshallah. I'm ready.
to be? Okay, thank you. Okay, I will start. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah. Good.
Yeah, I hope all of you still strong and healthy. Hopefully, in this Ramadan, all of you uh, still do the best for this Ramadan. And I will introduce myself before we continue our conversation. My name is Vandra Prima Budiman. You can call me Vandra or Vivandra or Andra. Yeah, it's up to you. And then I am come from Bandung. I stay in Bandung because I work in biopharma. So I have to stay in Bandung with my family. I was married in 2016, and now I have three children. All of them are sons. Yeah. And today, we will talk about something. I think this is very interesting. That Mr. Diaz will get what uh, have topic about merit. But before that, I have a new participant in this room in this conversation. That is Mr. Acep. How are you, Mr. Acep?
Hello, good.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Kak Dennis, everyone.
Hello, Mr.
I'm
Acep.
pleased to be here.
Yes. I have maybe a time for you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Okay. It's been a pleasure to be here because I received this invitation from IS Group from Kak Dennis, and I just wondering. I think it's a good chance to come here. I mean, to join these conversations. Okay. My complete name is Acep Usman Abdullah. Everyone usually call me Acep. I currently I'm a financial consultant in Jakarta, but mostly I live in Sukabumi. And yeah, my background actually is not in a financial service. My background is in animal husbandry, my bachelor and my master degree. But it's good to have another expertise, and yeah, so I need a community where I can practice English. I mean, what we call that frequently, because if I don't do that, maybe my English skills just deteriorated along the time. So this is a good chance, and I invited also my community to come here. I mean, my community members, but maybe not coming yet. So it's good, and thank you so much, Kak Dennis, and for the invitation.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Acep. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I am very glad that you are living in Sukabumi because I am born in Sukabumi.
All
Yeah,
right.
I
The
am
same
study
city.
in Semansa and yeah, Semansa in Baroh Sukabumi.
Okay, I knew it.
Yeah, you know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have Miss Rani, who the new participant in this room. Uh, Please, Mr. Rani, for introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Rani. I'm from Solo, but now I'm stay in Jakarta. I work in Badan POM. Then what? Yeah, that's it maybe.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rani for BPOM ya, Badan POM ya. Next, I give time for Mr. Adi. Mr. Adi, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I'm not open my camera. Do I'm still in uh, in in have other situation. Okay. Uh, I want to introduce my background. Yeah. I come from Depok, and then I my study. I have a study in master telecommunication engineering, and also have experience in uh, telecommunication provider and also IT consulting. Like now, I am working in IT consulting. So I'm joining in this community to practice for English conversation. Do this is my mandatory require for my career. Thank you everybody.
Thank you for suddenly introduce. Yeah, you come from Depok. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Adi. Next, Mr. Fadi, for comers in this conversation, I give the time for you to introduce yourself.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Everybody.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I'm sorry for not turning on my camera also because right now it's there is lights off at my house at my environment, and we are yeah we are my family is in a confined room. My name is Fadi Nur Ilmi Lubis. People call me Fadi. As my name, I'm in the race of Batak, but I live and also grow in South Tangerang. And I have my background is information system and technology. I joined this community. Actually, I joined in the first batch. I'm one of Asabi Kunal Awalun. And because from the invitation from Mr. Jovi, and I don't see him right now. And I joined this community is also to improve my conversation English. Well, I think that's Mr. Vandra.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fadi, for your introduction. And in next agenda, I give times and place for Mr. Diaz to give us the mungkin telling some a topic. I think it's a very interesting topic about marriage. Yeah, marriage. But wait. Oh, international couple Indonesia. Yeah. Please correct me if I am wrong, but I give
Please, Mr. Diaz. Seems Mr. Vandra has the internet connection problem. Go ahead.
Okay, I thought it was my problem.
Nah, go ahead. It's okay.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Morning, everyone. Yeah, in this session, Mr. Dennis and others has given me a chance to share with you my own experience that being a binational married couple, which in this case is a Malaysia and Indonesia marriage couple. Okay, first I will introduce myself. My name is Alfan Putra, but you can call me Diaz, and I live in Bekasi, West Java. My activity currently is civil construction in one of the mining contractor in Indonesia, and also I'm a lecturer in University of Pelita Bangsa in Cikarang. And yeah, like this topic, I'm married with the foreigner, which is married with Malaysian. And I'm gonna share that what is the what you need to be prepared for the marriage, and uh, what things that you need to do for binational marriage and after marriage. Like I'm gonna share about visa and resident permit that foreigner or your foreign spouse can have to live in Indonesia. Okay, I'm going to share 10 things that you need to be prepared before marriage, because we're living in a time that where people are obsessed with planning the perfect wedding instead of planning for a perfect marriage. So here's the 10 tips or 10 way you need to prepare for you to planning a perfect marriage. The first one is your future spouse is not going to be perfect. Yes, yeah, because all of us not perfect. So let's face it, neither are you. If you focus too much on your spouse weakness and imperfections, you'll never get the best out of them. So you need to see what best in your spouse. And the second one is your spouse may have a past. There will be things in your own past that you don't want your future spouse to ever know about. And also your spouse also have a past that maybe she or he didn't want you to know. And it's better you to not know. There's a reason why the past is called the past, because it's gone and you cannot change it. Smart couples focus on the present and the future. So it's important to have a vision and to have a family goals and what things that you need to be focused on your marriage. And the third is marriage is not a bed of roses. Yeah, like we saw in the drama, we saw in the romance movie, like marriage is good, it's best, it's always happy. No, it's not. It takes a lot to make your marriage work, which is why it's called the half of your deed. So marriage is complete the half of your deed. So it's not always the happy things. There's still the like the fight, maybe not the fight, like the bad fight. and have the expectation that when you do find the one, there will be struggles and difficulties ahead. That's life. What's a realistic thought is expecting everything to be amazing. Yeah. And the fourth, the success of your marriage is dependent on you both. So the marriage is not the only one people work. So, but it's the work together. So the patient, hard work, consistency, emotional support, and perseverance are just some in hallmarks of a success marriage. So if you know you're going to struggle with these, start working on them now, before, and enter into nikah. So these steps is for you to that everyone who hasn't nikah yet. And the next, set your marriage up for success and not failure. So because since we already know that marriage is not always happy things, and there's also the thing, the challenges that we are facing in our marriage. So set your marriage up for success. Create the firewall in your mind and decide that when you marry, there's no room in your life for lies, deception, ingratitude, laziness, the inability to forgive, stinginess, lack of affection, and outside influence. Like you cannot be like not taking care of your spouse and also your marriage. And the next one is be prepared to work at it. The worst thing you can bring into marriage is lazy, negligent attitude. Some people seem to think that they have fulfilled their duty when they get married. No, it's not. Like as I said before, that marriage is teamwork. Like it's you and your spouse work. So don't think that you already done your work in your marriage. And the next one, even Allah forgives mistake. Like, yeah, everyone make a mistake. Even in your marriage, you and your spouse may make a mistake. And Allah doesn't expect us to be perfect and has given us tawbah and the ability to ask forgiveness and to also forgive those who have wronged us. So start developing the aspect of your character now, because when you get married, there will be many times you will have to humble yourself and ask forgiveness from your spouse. And also you have to give the forgiveness to your spouse. And the next one is marriage is always a race. You have no idea what Allah holds in store for your marriage, or how things will change, or what you will both be tasted with. So if you enter your marriage with the idea of perfection, you're not going to have it. Always be prepared for change, because your life can change in an instant. Now, like maybe everyone here like that already married can share what things that Allah tested us, what the surprise from Allah that Allah gave to us. And yeah, marriage is always a race. And last two things, like marriage requires commitment and love. Yes, of course. If you cannot be emotional with people, that's okay. But not being emotionally connected with your spouse will kill your marriage. Yeah, like myself. Yeah, because I'm from engineering. Like engineering, always like not can be the romantic like we are not too emotional with people, but we force to be emotionally connected with our spouse. So yeah, marriage requires commitment and love, and it requires your emotion. You require your yourself to be emotionally connected with your spouse and your kids and your family. And the last thing is marriage requires sacrifice because there is no I in the team. There is no I in your marriage. It's being married, it's being part of the team, and there will be times you have to make sacrifice and give your all. If you're not prepared to do that, then think of it like this. You cannot withdraw from a bank account unless you have money in it in the first place. So marriage is like a bank account in which you deposit goodwill and love. You cannot withdraw. You can withdraw if you never put anything into it. So yeah, you need to deposit your mentality, you deposit your physically and emotionally, and also your heart and your deed into marriage. Okay, that is the 10 things that you need to be prepared before marriage. And the next one is, what is when you already find your one, which is she or he are from the other country, which is foreigner, and that's the thing that you need to do before marriage. For me, this for my case is Malaysia-Indonesia, married in Malaysia. I'm Indonesian and my wife is Malaysian, that we married in Malaysia. So before marriage, first thing to do is do research of marriage procedure in Indonesian embassy's website. All of Indonesian embassy website, they have a procedure, what document that we have to be prepared to get married in other country. Because in this case, I'm married not in Indonesia, but I'm married in Malaysia. So do research of marriage procedure in Indonesian website, embassy's website. The second is manage document from Indonesia, like N1 form, N2 until N5, that you need to be prepared in your local government authority, and also in the district of foreign affairs office. And then after that, you will bring that document into the Indonesian embassy in Malaysia, in my case, that we need to take care of marriage recommendation letter from the embassy. So that marriage recommendation, we need to reporting ourselves and all documents to Malaysian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then reporting to the Immigration Department of Malaysia and Putrajaya, in my case, in HQ. And then after we got all the documents, we got the document from the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, and we got the document from the Immigration Department of Malaysia. Then we can register of marriage at the Islamic religious office, and then we can do nikah, we can do marriage. So after marriage, we need to legalize our marriage certificate at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia in Putrajaya. And after we got chopped, that our marriage certificate legalized from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then we reporting our marriage at the Indonesian Embassy in Kuala Lumpur. And after reporting marriage, that we need to chop our marriage certificate by the embassy, and also we got the marriage letter from the embassy that it is the document that our marriage is already registered in Indonesian embassy. And after that, when we returning to Indonesia, we have 30 days to report our marriage in the district office of religious affairs in your district. In my case, and I registered in Kabupaten Bekasi. and after I'm returning to Indonesia. So that's the flow for you to marry a foreigner, especially in Malaysia. And what is documents? That is the flow. So this is the list of documents for you to get the marriage recommendation letter from the embassy. The first one is valid passport with resident permit. You can use student visa, you can use a professional work visa, you can use social visa, even you can use a 30 days traveler, because Indonesian no need visa to enter Malaysia. You automatically get the 30 days pass when you enter the Malaysia. You can use that pass to marry. The second one is electronic KTP or identification card, and the third is letter from village head where applicant lives. There's the decree document, marriage document like N1, N2, N3, N4, and N5 for the other supporting document, and also marriage recommendation letter from the district office of religious affairs. So after we collect all documents from the local government in village office, we need to bring all document into the district office of religious affairs that we ask for the recommendation letter. It is the same procedure when you are married with the Indonesian in from the other district. And for Muslim women, it is a special requirement that you have to you're required to attach a guardian letter, which is legalized and signed by the district office of religious affairs. And this is the document for your Malaysian spouse to bring with your document into the embassy. The first one is identification card or IC. The second is certificate of single status from village head or for mosque priest or from the commissioner of oath. Third one is marriage from the Islamic religious office for men and women. So the form for apply the marriage in the Islamic religious office, we need to bring that form for men and women to the embassy. So that's the process, and also the documents you need to prepare when you want to marriage with foreigner, especially Malaysian. And after marriage, after you build your family, you already you already reunite with your spouse, because I experiencing long distance marriage because I'm married in pandemic session, and it's quite challenging. So the six first month I need to have we need to have a long distance marriage, and this the last topic, that after marriage and you and your spouse want to live in Indonesia, you will need something called KITAS or Kartu Izin Tinggal Terbatas, or a resident permit card for a temporary or limited stay. It allows the holder to stay in Indonesia for a period up to 12 months, but which can be extended if need be. You will receive KITAS when you apply for a work visa, retirement visa, spouse or family visa, and this topic I'm going to talk about spouse visa, because this is a resident permit, not a tourist visa. A large part of the application process takes place from within Indonesia, so you need a sponsor such as your spouse to help with the application. There's three differences category before you get KITAS. So before you receive KITAS in Indonesia, you have to get VITAS and ITAS. Although the terms are very similar and confusing, there is a simple logical difference between them. VITA stand for the visa izin tinggal terbatas, which means temporary stay permit visa. The visa is what you will receive from the Indonesian embassy with the approval of the Indonesian immigration department before you travel to Indonesia. So before you travel to Indonesia, before you're supposed to travel to Indonesia, she or he need VITAS first. And then with this VITAS, you can apply ITAS, like a temporary stay permit. So with no VITAS, you cannot apply ITAS. And after you apply ITAS, you can get the temporary stay permit card. So this is the card that show you that you legalize to live in Indonesia for depending on the period of your application. It can be 12 months or 6 months. This family visa kitas. This is a document required for VITAS. First is your filed passport or your spouse filed passport and colored by colored copy of passport, proof of financial solvency. It's like your proof of you can afford to live in Indonesia. 2 passport size color pictures, and for spouse visa, you need to attach the ID card or and family card of Indonesian spouse, birth certificate of Indonesian spouse, and bank statement of the Indonesian spouse, and also birth certificate for dependent children if applicable. So if you're a sponsor, if you're a spouse, you just need 3 document. And the last is this is the cost to make visa. So if you're applying for the temporary limited stay or limited stay permit for 1 year, like my wife applied, you need to pay 1,500,000 rupiahs for
Mr. Diaz,
one
I'm
application.
sorry, your
Yeah.
time is
Yeah,
2
this is
minutes left.
the last slide.
Okay, thank you.
And the cost for if you apply for temporary limited stay, you also need to apply the entry permit. It's for 1 year. It costs 1 million rupiahs. That's the cost for to reapply for after your trade or after your KITAS periodic. Like I apply for 1 year, so I need to reapply every year. And after 2 years marriage, you can apply for the permanent residence or permanent stay permit for 5 years. And after 10 years marriage and after 10 years using permanent stay permit, you can apply a permanent stay permit for like for lifetime. Okay, that's from me. I will bring back to Mr. Vandra if there's any question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. That I am very interesting with your presentation and the explanation about marriage in two nation. Yeah. Before we continue, I will check. Is there my sound can
Yeah,
listening clearly?
yeah, you can
Yeah, it's clear.
play clearly.
Okay. So I'm sorry because my internet not stable. I turn off my video. I hope it's not problem for all of you. Okay. Mr. Diaz is time for question and answer. But
Ooh, 4 people already.
I will notice a good statement, I think, in your. I noted that. The first one, I think, Mr. Fadi Lubis, then Miss Dian, then Mr. Acep, and then Miss Hana. The first time I give for Mr. Fadi Lubis. Yeah, please
Okay.
ask your question.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity, Mr. Vandra, and thanks for the presentation, Mr. Diaz. Just a quick question. Did your wife, your spouse, consider to change her nationality so you don't have to do those documents, right? If she changed her her nationality. Well, thanks. That's the question.
Okay, Mr. Diaz.
Okay. No, I don't think so. She want to keep her nationality because yeah, there is pro and cons. If she gave her nationality or she keep her nationality, and yeah, so far we're we're not we don't want to change our nationality. Even myself, I still want to keep my nationality. I'm I haven't think to change my nationality in the Malaysian yet. I don't know, but yeah, those document is not the hard as you thought. Maybe because after she get the permanent stay permit, so the rights will be quite same with the Indonesian. She will get the electronic KTP, but the status of nationality is still foreigner, right? But she will get the electronic KTP if she get the permanent stay permit. So we prefer to get that permit instead of change the nationality. And also myself, I prefer to get the permanent residence of in Malaysia instead of change my nationality from Indonesia to Malaysia.
I see. Okay, thanks for the answer, Mr. Diaz.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And next, Miss Dian, it's
Okay.
your turn.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Vandra. Mr. Diaz, it is very useful and interesting presentation. Okay, so I have two questions. First, I feel amazed with your first slide. No, your second slide, because I think you are new in marriage life. Yeah. How can you get idea when you wrote your presentation about tips and trick about marriage, yeah, and then T without EAM, yeah. I think it is simple, but it's very meaningful. And then that's the first one. And the second one, if you can compare how hard to fulfill the requirements between Indonesia and Malaysia immigration, which one is more hard to you to deal with that? Thank you, Mr. Diaz.
Okay. about that, about the tips. And I think not tips is the
Life
way.
yeah, you told us about the married life. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have been married for 13 years.
Oh,
And yeah, and I don't, yeah, I can feel with your presentation, but I cannot read about it.
okay. First, I do research. I read articles and also books about the marriage before married, and um, some of some of the uh, some of the topics in the book that it also I feel it after I married. Like I never experienced is I experienced it before marriage, and after marriage, like, oh, okay, okay, like Allah so many uh give us so many surprise, like we Allah give us so many things that we never get that before. And I believe that some of you that already married for a long time, like 10 years, like 13 years, like 15 years, like uh, um, this also the place for me to evaluate that, is that correct, is that relate for the long time marriage, or it just me feel this way. uh, but yeah, I can write it. It's from some of reference that I read from the articles, and also the books, some of marriage books of marriage that I read, and also I also watch and learn from uh, the lecture of Ustad about marriage, even before marriage and after marriage. So that's those 10 things, 10 ways that we need to be prepared before marriage is come from some of reference, not just from my experience that I'm writing all about. Okay, but these thing, those 10 things, I experienced it after I entered the marriage life. And the second question about the procedure of immigration or the procedure of marriage in Indonesia or Malaysia?
No, the procedure of immigration.
Oh, immigration. Oh, yeah. There's a pro and cons between Indonesian and Malaysian. Like currently, Indonesian immigration have made a lot of improvement. That they already digitalize the procedure. Some of procedure that the FITAS application, you don't have to come physically into the immigration office, or you don't have to come physically into the Indonesian embassy in other countries, but you can apply online. You can apply it online from your sponsors. Like I'm a sponsor of my wife's, and I make account in immigration website to be a sponsor, and also I applied. I apply my wife's visa all online, and also pay it online, and also get approved online, and all documents online, and then my wives can come to Indonesia with those electronic visa. And after come to Indonesia, for applying ITAS is also we can apply it online. We don't have to come to the immigration office for the application. But all process like the verification document, biometric database, it should be online. It's still doing online. So we just come to immigration office for collecting document, for the biometric, and for the pick up our document after the approval. So just 3 times we need to go to immigration office, not like before. But comparing to the Malaysian immigration office, I already got the long-term social visit pass in Malaysia. So I already experienced how the procedure to get the long stay social visit pass in Malaysia. The difference is in Malaysian immigration department still has no the online application procedure. We still need to go to the immigration office for the application. And also, but in Malaysian immigration, we need to do a biometric because we already got our biometric database is already recorded when we are entering the country. So we don't have to take a photo and recording our finger in Malaysia. But the challenges is you need to go to immigration office to get the 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 full information. Not like Indonesian immigration. In Indonesian immigration, you can do it all online for application. That's the differences between Indonesian immigration and Malaysian immigration.
Thank you, Dias. Sponsor, it's mean Guaranto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dias.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Diaz. Okay, our friend in this room, because of the time is limit, I have one more time for Mr. Acep to give the question. After that, we continue to the break room.
All right, thank you, Mr. Vandra.
Sorry,
Hello.
can you hear?
Yes, very clearly. Okay, hello, Mr. Diaz.
Hello.
Thank you for the
Yes.
such interesting presentations. Just wondering, had you been in Malaysia before marriage?
What?
Had you been in Malaysia before marriage?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, this is connected with my second questions because marriage is about connecting to different families as well, and this could be challenging as they have a different culture. Could you share more information when you had to adapt the first month of your marriage? And you may want to share with us a funny thing due to culture difference in your wife's family.
Okay. Yeah, it's what. Actually, I already prepared mentality for that. That I have to blend myself into the Malayan culture. I already interested with Malaysian culture since 2013, like when I study in IPB. And actually, my first interest is about infrastructure, infrastructure of Malaysia, and also and then become wider to culture and languages. Since I already know about the Malayan language, the first things when I met with my wife's family, I I don't really shock before age, like in the language. Oh, I know. In the food. Oh, I know. I also like. Alhamdulillah, I can eat like a lot of type of food except shrimp. I cannot eat shrimp, but all of it I can eat that. Alhamdulillah. So culture shock with the food, no. Culture shock with the languages, not really. But the culture shock with um, the family tradition, and also the culture tradition. Like I'm from Java, my family, my mother from the East Java and my father from the Central Java. Like after marriage, after akad, we do sungkeman, right? We do like we ask for the dua, we ask for the uh, nasihat from our parents. But in Malaysia, they 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 never do that. So when I ask my wife to do that after marriage, like we always do that in Java. Like, oh, okay, we can try. But in that time, in that moment, my mother cried a lot. But my wife's parents, they 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 didn't cry at all, because oh, what's happening? Like, what should we do? we just we just like, is that necessary? Is that like they confuse what in that moment when we do Sumpuman. But yeah, that is the one of the experience, but that's not a problem. So they learn about our culture, and also learn about their culture. And oh yeah, one of the culture shock that I experienced is you have to know, the fun fact is Malaysian eat a lot of food. Like we in Indonesia, we just eat like rice and one chicken or fish and one vegetable, right? But in Malaysia, they're not. They eat rice and they have a lot of a lot of uh, a lot of um, like they eat with chicken and fish and beef in one section, and also they also eat with the bread in one section. Like, wow, there's a lot of food. Like I cannot eat that with that portion. And what else? Because I already prepared for that, and I already researched that, like what I need to be prepared for what is Malaysian culture look like. For myself, I don't feel a lot of this culture shock, but my parents, maybe yes, because my parents from Java, that they never exposed into internationally. They never. My mother ever come to Malaysia like just once. It's with the travel agency. They never explore about the Malaysian culture. But yeah, maybe my parents experienced the culture shock.
Yeah, Mr. Diaz.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you want to tell more, but we have limit time, and I see from the chat room many question for you from our friend here. Maybe we can continue in breakout room, because this time for us to enter the breakout room. Mr. Dennis, can you help me
Of
to?
course.
Okay,
Yes.
please.
So there will be 6 breakout rooms, and for some of you who wants to ask to Mr. Diaz again, because I saw that some questions from Mr. Adi and also Miss Hannah cannot be answered yet, so I'll put you all together there. Just a moment. Okay, wait, yeah. Yeah, and the others can talk about marriage, international marriage, or anything else. So, room 1, there will be Miss Dian and Mr. Torik. Room 2, there will be Miss Rifda and Miss Rosdiana. Room 3, there will be Mr. Fadi and Miss Ahmanita Shukri. Room 4 will be Mr. Rudy and Mr. Fifandra. Room 5 will be Mr. Acep and Miss Rani. Room 6, there will be Mr. Adi, Miss Diaz, and Miss Hannah. Your time, it's about 10 minutes because our time is limited now. So you can talk in that room for 10 minutes and we swap our partners. Open our room, start from now. Hi, Miss
Hello,
Nita.
hello, Mr. Dennis. See, see you again here.
See you again. Yeah, we're gonna swap partners, yeah, for
Okay,
the second session.
so we have 4 people here.
No, people will join soon. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone.
Okay, hi everyone. We're gonna do the second part, yeah, of breaking out room. But for some of you who wants to join our group, you can actually join our Telegram because our WhatsApp group has already been full enough. So you can join the Telegram group if you want to join. And now we're going to do the second session, 10 minutes as well with different partner or different small groups. Okay. Okay. So, yep. Just a moment. Mm, yeah. Oh. Uh, Three and room one. Okay. In room one, there will be Mr. Fadi, Mr. Rudy, and Mr. Fifandra. In room two, there will be Mr. Acap and Mr. Adi. In room three, there will be Miss Hannah and Mr. Torik. In room four, there will be Miss Rifda and Miss Hosdiana Fitri. And in room five, there will be Mr. Diaz and Miss Dian. And room six, there will be Miss Nita and Miss Rani. 10 minutes. To speak in the breakout room, start from now. We're waiting for some others, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Dennis.
Okay. Mr. Vandra, has he back already? Okay, it's fine. So everyone, because it's already 7:23, and thank you very much for joining the club. I just want to give quick announcement. We don't have any speaking practice group next week because we will all have the Idul Fitr celebration for some of you who celebrate them, and we're gonna have the. I'm sorry, Mr. Vandra. I just want to give a really short announcement.
Yes, please continue.
Yes, so we don't have any uh, meeting, but we're gonna start again our meeting after Idul Fitr. So and after Idul Fitr, the meeting will be at night from 7:30 until 9 p.m. or 7:45 until 9:15, and for inshallah after Idul Fitri, I'm gonna invite a native speaker to join with us. So I don't know who. I'm gonna find the best person to because it's gonna be. I mean, like it's gonna be a long period, right? And after that, we're gonna have again the routine activities. Whoever wants to be the moderator, whoever wants to be the speaker after Idul Fitr. Yeah. So we're gonna meet again, inshallah, by uh, May 8, 2022, 7:45 in the same link. We're gonna discuss more in the um, in Telegram and also WhatsApp. So thank you very much. Before you can also join our Instagram at speaking.practice.group. So we're gonna upload our activities in that Instagram. For some of you who haven't followed, you may follow. And this room is a voluntary room, so no pay at all. So inshallah, we're gonna do the routine activities every week. So that's all for today. Before we finish, if you may show your camera on, that would be great. So, okay, thank you. Okay, let me take the picture, yeah. So let me do some print screen. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a great time, everyone. Assalamualaikum
Thank you,
warahmatullahi
Mr. Dennis. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.